Big wheels keep on turning as the song goes. Phillies win it 10-0. They are now 27-29, just 2 games under 500, but they're 5-0, Ricky and Ben, under new interim manager Rob Thomson. The last time that happened, a manager won his first 5, 1915 for the Phillies, Pat Moran. That was a World Series year. That was a pennant-winning year. What did you think of this one? 1915, I covered that team. Yes, no, I wasn't on the team. But
here's what I think about the Philadelphia Phillies right now. When you think back 2 weeks ago, if it was 2-0 Phillies, you were waiting for something to go wrong. Now the Phillies get up 2-0, and you're saying to yourself, they're not going to lose this game. I felt like this game was in the bag in the 3rd inning. This game was all over in the 3rd inning, and that's a good feeling to have. That just goes to show how much of a turn that this team has taken. You know, and it could be a lot to do with Rob Thomson and how he treats these guys in the clubhouse. I didn't think that was possible. I know it was going to light a fire underneath their butts, and you knew they were going to come out ready to play for them. But this is ridiculous, and I kind of like this type of ridiculousness.
Yeah, same here. It's a lot of crooked numbers. They're putting up 10. They are averaging in this 6-game win streak 7.5 runs per game, Ben.
They're smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks right now. They're feasting on a poor pitching performance by the Angels in those 3 games and the first couple games here in Milwaukee. And the pitchers are taking advantage of some not so good offense. I mean, look through this offense. 224, 201, 220, 200, 165.
It's pretty brutal.
That's a bad lineup that the Brewers are throwing out there, but they're taking advantage. You love to see good teams take advantage of those mistakes and some bad play. That's what the Phillies are doing right now. They're taking advantage of it. But the way they're swinging the bats, it's not. I know they hit a lot of home runs tonight. I get that. But it's the approaches that the doubles the other way, the hanging breaking balls that they're taking advantage of and hitting the gaps. They're not striking. They only had 8 strikeouts tonight. You know what? They're doing the little things that are making the big things at the end. 10 runs, that's incredible.
It's amazing. Let's go out to Milwaukee right now. We'll talk to the man who was born with a Phillies P upon his chest, former bat boy, former Phillies player, former general manager. Ruben, you know how many people out there. What's that? He is the total package. I'm looking at him right now. Ruben, there are plenty of Phillies fans out there who are watching with their arms crossed saying, yeah, it's still not enough. I still need more proof. They beat a fading Angels team. The same with the Brewers. They took just 1 from San Francisco. Talk to those folks who say, I still need a little more proof. Are you convinced that they've turned a corner?
Well, I don't think there's any question they've turned a corner. And listen, they've played beautiful baseball. I mean, to me, it's about playing clean baseball. It's something that they were not doing very consistently early in the season. Obviously, they had their problems with the bullpen, but right now you're seeing these guys swing the bats so comfortably, and Ben said it very, very well. I mean, it's the quality of the at-bats. It's not just the home runs. It's the at-bats before the home run. The guys getting on. Odubel Herrera had a great at-bat to walk to get on before one of the home runs. I mean, you see guys hitting the ball the other way. They are making the starting pitcher work. Now, Hauser was actually throwing the ball pretty darn well, and then he just kind of ran into a buzzsaw. You see Bryson Stott just put a nice clean swing on a 2-strike pitch with a good 2-strike approach, not trying to drive the ball but trying to make contact, and lo and behold, he hits a home run to the second deck in right field. So I really like the way they're going about their business. You know, whenever you get the kind of starting pitching that you got from Aaron Nola tonight, I mean, it's really special. He was particularly good and utilizing all of his pitches. I mean, I love the way he's throwing the ball. I knew he would come back with a chip on his shoulder after not having a very good year last year, not very Nola-esque, and he's come back and pitched very consistently this season.
When you put this all together, that's what you want to see from Aaron Nola, a guy that goes out there with confidence every inning that he's out there. Not just 4 or 5 innings and then have that one blow up. You want to see him push through. He pushed through in this one.
Drops his ERA, Ben, almost a half a run, 3.92 to 3.50 tonight.
Yeah, he was really good. The fastball was outstanding, and I agree with Ricky. I actually texted T-Mac during the game, the one that we just showed, the strikeout to Adames. And Ricky said to me, he goes, that was a slider. I said, it sure as heck looked like a slider. So I texted T-Mac. He said, no, it was a cutter. I said, but it had the shape of a slider. It had a little bit more depth to it, has a little bit more to that lateral movement. I liked it. It's a good pitch. He threw it for anywhere from 86 to 88 miles an hour, so he's probably getting around that pitch a little bit more and creating a little bit more depth. It's just something else to put in the back of the hitter's mind.
And you and I did see it out of his hand, and it looked like he kind of came around the side of it.
He definitely manipulated it a little bit more.
Which would not be which would change the cutter to a slider.
Rob Thomson, the first Phillies manager to begin his managerial career at 5-0, first time since Pat Moran in 1915. Are you kidding?
Got to put him on top of that building downtown on Broad.
It's coming.
Take Penn off of there and put him up there.
It's coming. Have you seen the Rob Thomson statue?
There he is.
It's unbelievable. Here's Rob Thomson post-game. He's 5-0.
So that's a pretty good recipe. A lot of power, and Aaron Nola hit you a gem.
Yeah. No, we played well. Nola was fantastic. He grinded through innings and pounded the zone. Stuff was good, kept him off balance, and we swung the bats. Schwarber had a big day. Bottom of the lineup was huge. Stott 4 hits. Stotter's working on a 2-strike approach, and I think 3 of the 4 hits were with 2 strikes.
Him in the 9 and Schwarber in the 1 have been pretty good 1-2 punch.
Yeah, and Hoskins too. I mean, Hoskins hit that ball out to right. That was a big, put us up 4-0, and then we just kept adding on and scored big late. So it was good. It was a great game.
Is it cool to see Stott? He's playing now.
Yeah.
I think this is his 7th game in a row.
Yeah.
To see him kind of heat up, and do you think he's getting comfortable? And
Yeah, I think so. And like I've always said, it takes a while for some guys just to get comfortable being up here. It's a different type of pitching, a lot more quality pitching, and you got to make adjustments, and you start to make adjustments, especially with the 2-strike approach. Him and K-Long have been working on it really hard, and he's got some results. He thought long home run, 2 strikes.
Nola, hasn't walked anyone. I mean, it's until Yelich there. I mean, I guess it's typical Nola, right, when he's pounding the zone like that.
Yeah, you don't expect too many walks out of him, and he was just pounding the zone, getting ahead, and putting them away.
What do you know about Pat Moran?
Pat Moran, I know nothing.
Last Phillies manager to win his first.
Oh, was that?
His first 5.
It's a long time, 1915, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God.
He's on the
These are
wall in the
still-
clubhouse.
Yeah, well, these guys are playing well.
Can you even quantify or qualify how different the confidence level is around here in just a week?
Well, just winning breeds that, and these guys are playing well in all phases, really, and that just breeds confidence. It just does.
what about for a guy like Stott? Just showing confidence in him. I mean, some of it is because he has to play almost because of the infielders, but
Right.
also he's playing well. What do you think? When do you think that faith in him is done for his confidence?
I personally think it's just him being able to play every day and just getting comfortable with the situation. I really do.
Rob Thomson doesn't say too much, but he says enough. And I know you were struck by a couple of things that he said in that availability.
Yeah, I think first things first, he passes all the good stuff on to his players. He seems like he doesn't want that coming to him. He's giving the players every bit of publicity or whatever that they
he gives
deserve.
them the credit.
The other thing is about the Bryson Stott thing. This is a guy that was probably getting ready to stay down in the Lehigh Valley for a while. I mean, when you really think about it, I think most people thought he was overmatched at the time. Maybe it was just more of, I need more at-bats. I need to see more big league pitching. Because right now, I think he has kind of really fallen into a nice little place here. And, I mean, at some point, it's going to force somebody out of here. And you got to give him a lot of credit because he fought through some struggles early on.
Yeah. Somebody out of here on the roster or somebody out of here in the starting lineup?
Starting lineup. You're not going to take him out of the starting lineup right now.
You wouldn't think so.
Obviously, Gene's out for a while, which kind of doesn't hurt the situation that they're in right now. But who knows?
He's also got versatility. I mean, you saw him at second base tonight. He definitely has the arm strength to play third base. We've seen him at shortstop. He's smooth. He's played second base tonight. So if they want to give Alec Boehm a day, maybe against a Corbin Burns tomorrow, then you want to put Bryson Stott at third base. You have that availability. You have that versatility of Bryson Stott to do so. So that's another thing that Rob Thomson has in his cap.
And to go further, no, we're not done yet.
Okay,
To go
sorry.
further than that, you look at a guy like Didi Gregorius right now. I know he didn't have the greatest night hitting the baseball, but look at his hustle since he's come back. That tells you something. What does that tell you?
That
I'm a veteran. I better get it going, or else these younger guys are going to take my spot, and I'm going to be out on my butt.
But it also shows me that maybe the younger guys are infusing him with renewed passion and
Could
energy
be that, too.
maybe was
but
lacking.
you always want to keep your job, don't you?
Absolutely. You're not sliding over.
And
that.
if you don't go to break, you're not going to keep yours.
I've got to go to break by orders of Ben and Ricky.
We're not done
but
yet.
we're not done yet.